Hey guys, welcome to today's tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about toggling VR mode off and on using the Google Cardboard system. And this could be useful if you have a game that you want to be played in VR or just be able to be moved around 180 degrees and you want to toggle that in your game. This is very useful. It took me a little bit while to figure out actually how to do this, so I thought I'd make a tutorial on it. But what you're viewing right now is we have a very simple UI element. This is a game I'm currently working on. Very simple menu, but once you see this button, you can click it and it'll change the mode if it's VR or not. Right now it's not, and right now it is. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on here. So if we look at our game object here, this is actually a UI element in the world space. It's just this button, and when you're using to get a trigger or get a button in the UI system, you need to use event triggers, and this image is a raycast target, which means if it's hit by our raycast, it'll be able to be selected basically. So if we turn that off right now, it shouldn't be able to be selected because it's not a raycast target. So what you're going to have to do, just go into your image, make it a raycast target. This is, since it's a UI element, you'll be able to select it. So now our thing gets larger when we go over it, and you click it and it does that stuff. So you can see in here we have an event trigger. We have a pointer click. Basically how you'll do this, you just add an event trigger, and then you can find it right in here. Since I already have one selected, you can use that. And let's go ahead and take a look at the script that I've created for this. Now this is basically for multiple scenes. So if you're having multiple scenes that you need your VR mode to be toggled, this is what we have here. But what I really want to avert your attention to is down here. And this is the main thing that's going to be changing your VR mode. And it's cardboard.stk VR mode enabled equals true or false. So this is a public void called toggle VR mode. And what it does is once we click on the button, it'll change the VR mode. And we have this player press right here. And what this does is it actually saves a number to the game, and this is just saving what number the VR mode is going to be. And if we look at our update down here, we can see that if the number is 0, cardboard VR enabled will be true. And right here is basically what's going to toggle your VR mode, is cardboard.stk.VR mode enabled, and you either equal it true or false. I don't think there's a VR mode disabled. And if there was, I would use that. But this works just fine, so I haven't really altered it. And if you want to change it, this is what you'd use, make it true or false. But the reason I have it in update is once it changes in here, it'll constantly be updating in here, which means that if you go through a different scene, say you go to the next scene and VR mode's enabled in there, since the number would be, say, 0, and if the number is 0, then VR mode will be enabled for that. And if it was 1, then it would be disabled in the next scene. So this is something really simple, really nice to use if you just want to have people play your game who maybe have not gotten a Google Cardboard yet or have no way of actually viewing it in VR. This is a really simple method to change that. And you can just toggle it on the fly and get it to save. So I hope this was at least a little bit helpful. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.